Alright, so you all know Vans, right? You know what I'm talking about, like the creator of the old school or the creator of the newly popular new school. But did you know they created outdoor ready sneakers? Yeah, I'm talking like outdoor hiking sneakers. Well, I didn't, and they do, and we're gonna take a look at it today. So today, we're looking at the Vans MTE Crosspath. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we're back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you guys for coming back for yet another video. And as we're getting closer and closer to Christmas, that means we're getting closer to the end of our holiday sneaker guide. Now, I hope this has been helpful. I know we talk about a lot of different shoes, a lot of different brands out there, but I want to be able to give you options to see, hey, there's not just one thing out there. There's so many cool things that maybe people don't talk about as much, and maybe we should talk about more. And today is one of those days because, as we talked about in the beginning, Vans. We're looking at a Vans sneaker, but I had no idea they had an outdoor sneaker. When I talk about that, I mean something like a hiking shoe, something in the same realm of like Solomon. Had no idea. And what's really cool is that they sent me a pair over to check out, and yeah, it's gonna be the Vans MTE Crosspath. Now, the MTE is gonna be their Mountain Edition sneakers, which there's a whole line of. I'll put a link down below. But shout out to the family of Vans for sending these over, because if you saw my Instagram reel, they've actually sent me a few of their best sellers over to show you guys for your holiday shopping needs, I should say. So some really cool sneakers out there. I'll make sure I link also, of course, the old schools and the new schools we showed in the beginning. But this one was super interesting because I didn't know Vans did an outdoor style sneaker. Now again, this is going to be called the MTE Crosspath. This is going to be a low top sneaker that is going to be ready for all things. So from the paved roads, you're just walking up and down the city streets, running your normal errands, or if you need to hit the trail, doing a little hiking, these will be good for that as well. This is also good. I like in their description is like, you're ready for any weather. So if you're out there doing your normal thing and it starts raining on you, this shoe's ready to take on those elements while keeping your foot nice and dry along the way. So let's get right into it. So first things first, this is gonna be their durable water resistant fabric. That's what they call it, DWR. So it's gonna be what the whole upper's made out of. It's almost like kind of this ripstop upper. It has kind of that same pattern you see on ripstop here. Now I'm not sure how tear resistant it is. It didn't really give me much feedback on that, but I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty good at that, pretty decent at resisting tears because of what it's made for. Now, of course, in the high wear area across the toe guard, you're gonna have a nice thick piece of fuse here, making sure you're not ripping through that fabric on the toe box if you're dragging across the ground. And when we move up the sneaker, it is gonna give us our eyelets here. Now, these eyelets are gonna be dumping a fuse as well. And this is gonna make sure that as you're pulling, as you're walking through these different elements, these different terrains, it's not gonna rip the laces through the sneaker. So that's really cool that they did that. It's a really nice, thick fuse there. Now the laces they use are really kind of the stretchy flat lace here, so that way you're gonna be able to really pull them, tighten them the way you need them. It's gonna sit on top of a fused tongue as well. Now, something I didn't mention, the shoe's clearly gray. There's multiple colorways of this, but I went with the gray version because I just liked how it was. Gray's very versatile, wears a lot of different things, so that's why I want to go with this one. But you're gonna get on that fused tongue, you're gonna get the Vans MTE branding done up here in kind of white and purple. You're gonna get kind of that light purple lavender backing on that tongue. Is gonna be really that soft fused material. And what's really nice about this is that it still keeps the Vans DNA by giving you that Vans stripe, again, done up in fused. Even though it's a material change in the typical canvas, leather, suede, they still want to make sure you know, hey, this is a Vans by giving you the, of course, the Vans stripe, but also the Vans tag you see on other Vans as well. So let me, oh, okay, guess I did. They don't have the Vans tag on all of them, but they do all have the stripe. Now, when we get to the sides of the shoe, the lateral and medial side, you're gonna have more of that fuse protecting the bottom of the sneaker. Again, as you're walking through these different elements, these different terrains, wanna make sure it's not anything like sticks or rocks aren't ripping the shoe at the seam area. Again, these high wear spots are gonna be protected by that fuse. Now, as we get into the back of the sneaker, we're gonna have a fuse piece protecting the heel, of course, along with this really thick, rugged piece of rubber, making sure that, again, it's stepping, like if someone ever stepped on the back of your shoe or got caught in something, it's gonna protect it to make sure it's not ripping. Now we got our nice pull tab here, making sure you can easily get this sneaker on and off, and it's gonna have that gray fabric along with the MTE branding in the back. And inside the shoe, you're gonna get more of that accent lavender color or purple color, whatever you wanna call it. Now the insole is glued down pretty tight, but I think I'm able to get it out at least a little bit. You'll see here it is a decently thick, nice, soft insole here, but the cushioning comes from their Ultra Cush technology they're gonna use. You can see this is going to be all made out of Ultra Cush, and it is super responsive, super springy, and when you put it on, it's comfortable right out the gate. So it's nice that there's not a lot of break-in time needed whatsoever. Now, on the back, the Vans trademark, you're gonna have the off the wall on the heel. You're gonna have it here as well. This one's gonna be done up, of course, in that gray and purple that we've seen across the entire shoe. As we flip it over, we're gonna have this super all-terrain. Look at this. There's some very aggressive traction here. Reminds me of a boot. I love it because although it is aggressive, when you put it down, it's not something that's overly aggressive to where you're gonna notice that, oh, are you wearing a boot? It still has that sneaker feel to it, so it's that comfort from the Ultra Cush, but again, it is ready for all terrain, all weather. You're gonna put it through, and it will have that red MTE branding right here in the middle of the outsole. This sneaker to me does fit true to size. Now, I'll tell you that on the website, it does say it fits a half size small. I don't have a wide foot, so I have probably more of a slender foot, so I would say if you are on the wider side of the spectrum, definitely go a half size up because this does have a snug fit. Of course, you do want a snug fit as you're using one of these more utility sneakers, making sure your foot's not slipping out of it. So I definitely, again, if you have a wider foot, if you can't try these on, I recommend going with that, with the half size up that they recommend on the website as well. Now, these do go for $130, but right now during the holidays, it looks like there's I think a 30% off sale. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw them at $104. So you do get a pretty nice discount on them, keeping them in the, with shoes being so expensive, especially the outdoor style shoes. Even at $130, these are way more price friendly than like the $200, $250s that you see at these other brands. So super cool. And just I think it looks good. And if you're very conscious about what the materials are to shoe, this little globe that you can see right here does represent that this is made in an eco-friendly manner. If I'm not mistaken, 30% of the upper is made from recycled materials. So that way they are trying to limit their carbon footprint and again, make sure that they are being responsible while making these shoes. Super cool shoe, and again, I appreciate Vans for sending this pair over so I can check it out, so I can bring that knowledge to you guys because I didn't know this even existed. So it's really cool that it does. And you guys let me know. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know down below. Until next time, see ya.